Assassin's Promise by Thomas Woodward. Chapter 63. Waking, dimly aware of her surroundings, Millie felt her forehead. It was burning up. Millie felt weak, and a hunger that pulled at her. It was stronger than any she remembered in the past. The next feeling she had was a sharp pain that splintered down her right arm, spiderwebbing across her badly jarred elbow. It was broken. The pain increased with her consciousness. She could hardly focus, the pain was so intense. A woman huddled down next to her, making a shushing noise. She looked to be in her early 30s. Her eyes were clear as light blue glass. Sandy brown hair framed her youthful face. The woman held a kind expression and kneeled down next to Millie to offer her something. Something to eat? The darkness around her was punctuated by the glow of a small lamp. A tent wrapped around them. Millie could hear the mewling voices of infant children nearby. "Come, dear, eat something. You need to take this medicine. You are burning up. We will need to set the bone of your arm and splint it before it can heal. I have put a salve on it to help prevent infection. My Kellen tells me you and your friend are good people. I won't have any strangers here in my home. Come now, you need to eat." Millie tried weakly to push away the bitter-smelling concoction, but there was no strength in her movements. Gagging from the noxious smell, she tried to back away futilely. "I'll have none of that. So help me, you will take this medicine. Trust me, child. You will feel better after." Brooking no nonsense, the woman tilted Millie's head back and held her nose until she opened her mouth. Then she quickly forced the medicine down her throat, ensuring Millie kept it all down. "I will be back in a little while. Just rest now, child. You're through the worst of it." Millie could see a worried look crease the woman's features as she backed away, out of the tent. A brief glimmer of night sky disappeared as the tent flap fell back into place, behind the woman's retreating form. Millie struggled to move her legs, but they felt leaden and weak. She had never felt so awful in her entire life. The hunger would be back with a vengeance in short order, if Millie's estimation was correct. Searching the low-ceilinged tent with her eyes, she hungrily searched out her surroundings as best she could in her position. From her vantage point, lying on her back on a rug with some makeshift cushions, she could hear quiet talking emanating from just outside the tent. Glancing over to her side, Millie could see cooking supplies and some barley meal. There were some blankets to keep off the cold. Millie had one pulled over her now. She felt chills alternating with the heat of her fever. More than anything, she felt weak. She wanted to sleep. At least the pain in her arm was starting to dull. What had been in that medicine? Her mind started to feel a little fuzzy. Sleep called to her more urgently. Hoping she would be able to orient herself better when she woke, she lay back and fell into a fevered slumber.